One morning, Thomas the Tank Engine was waiting at the junction. James was late with his mainline train. Thomas was cross. 15 minutes late! What is it with these mainline engines? It's a good thing I'm a guaranteed connection. I've got a branch line to run. Calm down, Thomas, said his driver. James won't be much longer. We'll miss Bertie at this rate, he hissed fiercely. He'll think I'm slow and... Just then, James arrived looking very tired. Oh, I'm sorry, Thomas. We were held further back. There was a swan. I haven't time to listen to your excuses, interrupted Thomas. I've got a branch line to run. Before James could reply, the guard blew the whistle and Thomas stormed out of the station. Silly little tank engine, puffed James. Thomas was trying to make up for lost time. Come along, he said to Annie and Clarabelle. We're coming along, they replied.
You got a new tractor? It's small.
Very small. 210 horsepower.
As Thomas was puffing through the village, he could see something ahead on the line. Cinders and ashes! Stop! He managed to stop just in time. He opened his eyes and he couldn't believe what he saw. Bust my buffers, said Thomas. It's a bird! That's not just any bird, said his driver. That's some swans. The fireman got down from the cab to take a look. It's just the one swan actually, Drive. I don't care what type of bird it is, he replied angrily. It's in my way. We can't go, said his driver. Not with a swan on the line. Why not, he asked. They're protected by the crown. From Her Majesty the Queen, said his driver. They're referred to as the birds of the crown. It is a criminal offence to harm or injure a swan. Pah, said Thomas. I'll get it to move. We've got passengers to take. Go on, shoo, get out of the way, he yelled. But the swan didn't move. Thomas grew crosser and crosser. Get out of the way, you stupid bird, hissed Thomas. Still, the swan didn't move. Thomas had had enough. He blew his whistle angrily. The swan hissed at Thomas. Oh, he yelled. Now you've done it, Thomas, you've angered it. The swan sat down in front of Thomas again. We're going to need some help, said Thomas's driver to the guard. The guard walked back along the line for help. It wasn't long for the traffic to start building up at the crossing. The drivers were getting cross. The passengers were also getting cross. They understood that swans are protected birds, but to be delayed by a bird was unheard of. Thomas was feeling glum. He felt like he was letting all of his passengers down. A little while later, a police car arrived to deal with the swan. Thomas soon realised how serious the whole situation was. The two constables were struggling to deal with the situation. The swan kept hissing at them every time they got close. They tried cornering it in front of Thomas. That didn't work. They tried approaching it from the side. To me, to you, to me, to you. The constable even tried to imitate the swan to move it, but the swan stayed put. I dunno, said the constable. Maybe it just likes trains. Thomas couldn't believe what he was seeing. Suddenly, the swan got up and walked away. It's gone! We can go! Come on, Thomas, said his driver. Let's make up for lost time. Later that evening, James was waiting at the junction for Thomas's passengers. Just you wait till that tank engine gets here. I've got a good mind to... At that moment, Thomas rushed into the junction. Sorry for being late. I kept you waiting this morning and now you're doing it to me? It's not on, Thomas. You didn't even listen to me when I tried to tell you I was delayed from a swan on the line. I'm so sorry, James. I really am. After I left the junction earlier, I got held up by a swan as well. I didn't realise that... You? Held up by a swan? An important engine like you with a branch line like yours can't afford delays? After all, it's the most importantest part of the region, as you keep saying. I know, and I'm sorry. I didn't understand what you were... Oh, I'm sorry, Thomas. I can't talk now. I've got to take my passengers home. James steamed away before Thomas could say another word. Annie and Clarabelle spoke up. You deserve everything you're getting, Thomas, especially with your behaviour towards James this morning. Thomas looked shamefully at his buffers. He knew that he had a lot to think about.